Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And this is Marsellus.
And this is Netrunner TeamworkCast. This is the Hardwired Draft. And this is the second round. On the left we have Marsellus.
Hi guys.
And on the right we have FFOX, is featured so often in our show already. And it's going to be the new draft identities. Again, the Wayland identity on the right, played by FFOX, which is something future...
Fringe Applications.
Fringe Applications. So you can advance an ice...
for free at the end of the runner's turn when you have more Wayland cards rest than any other faction.
Yeah, so that's a bit confusing because at the beginning when I read this, I thought it was like, oh, so maybe there's going to be multiplayer Netrunner now because you have more Wayland card rest than other factions. But it's just, no, it means like you have more cards rest that are Wayland than cards that are from other factions. It just applies to you. And on the left we have Marsellus, and he's playing, of course, the Wyvern.
The chemically enhanced guy from Stimhack. If you have more NR cards installed than any other faction, whenever you trash a corp card, shuffle the top card off your heap into your stack. So that's quite nice.
So
you can
it's the first
anything.
card. It's the first card where the stack and the order of the heap actually makes a difference.
Exactly.
And it's a very nice thing to recur things. If you trash something, you get something back.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
That's good.
And FFOX has some nice swaggy playmat.
Man, he's showing
Lotus
off all
Fields.
of the swags.
I've got one of them as well, I have to admit, that I traded on Worlds. Worlds was awesome, guys. If you have a chance, go there next year.
Picks already didn't happen.
And on my playmat, you see Lucas and Damon's.
Man, you guys are posers, man. So much bragging here.
Worth
Incredible. All right, and speaking of posers, starting with a hedge fund classic.
Unbelievable.
Draft, but never mind. It's almost like the draft didn't happen. It's almost as if we brought a constructed deck with him.
I'm betting on Ice. I mean, I played the game, but I can't remember.
That's the thing. People underestimate how bad your memory is with your games.
Well, one Ice was correct already. And...
In a second.
Or not.
Oh, rethinking this.
Another Ice.
Right.
Ice baby.
Dun 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 dun. Fisk!
You may now Fisk the bride. Fisk is awesome. I have to admit, so we played this draft already, also FFOX on the right side.
That's Buggered.
The first time you make a successful run on HQ, each turn force the cop to trash the top card of R&D.
Bagat sounds like some delicious Turkish dish. Do you want some more bagat?
Like baklava, right?
Something like this, yeah. Baklava. Oh yeah, there's a run on HQ. There's a new ice here. Bailiff.
New Wayland barrier. Whenever the runner breaks the subroutine on Bailiff, gain a credit. Run.
It's a 0 strength barrier, right?
Yes.
2 to res. Pretty sweet.
Influence.
Pretty sweet. You're probably gonna see this a lot. It's a very nice early game. I mean, Wayland didn't really need a lot of new early game ice, but they have it.
Well, it's kind of a pop-up window.
Yeah.
So that's quite nice.
It's a
pop-up window with an actual end run.
Yeah.
So that's okay, I guess.
And so you not only have Bagat here, but you also have the
Armitage Codebusting.
Armitage Codebusting, no?
Oh, and FFOX goes here.
Right.
Well, he abuses the fact that I'm low on credits.
And also that's a quandary there. I mean, it's pretty ballsy there, but why not? I mean, it's a draft.
Exactly. Oh, and now his Wayland ID triggered because he's got one Bailiff rest and nothing else.
That's
so
nice.
he gets a free advancement token.
But also your ability is also theoretically triggered because...
Right now it would trigger, yes.
But you do have to trash something.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I currently...
Alright, running on RD. Oh, damn!
The corporate sales team, we see them every game.
But so far it's always the runner that scored them. It's very... we talked about this during the draft. In general, it's very fun to score. Simply because it triggers so often. It triggers at the beginning of every turn. So you get like money, like little bit of money, but so often. So it's
it's nice.
What?
A grifter!
What? What is going on there? Why?
I drafted 4 grifters. What? And I said, well... If I can continuously run, and now something terrible happens. Well, first things first, he scored character assassination and killed my 10 credits remaining Armitage Codebusting, which is Sad Panda.
Does it kill resources?
Yes, not only connections, any resource, and it cannot be prevented. Well, the thing is, I drafted 4 grifters. And I thought, well, if I can kind of let the grifters stay alive, and suddenly I get 3 or 4 of them, suddenly I make running so much more sustainable.
So
and in the worst case, I can still sell them to Aesops.
At the end of the turn, you trash it?
If I didn't make a successful run.
Okay.
So right now I'm trying to, Archives is still open.
Grifter and Aesop is a pretty hefty combo. That's
if nice. I realize, well, Grifter doesn't work anymore, I can just sell it.
Alright, this turn I'm not going to be running. Alright, selling it to Aesop.
Exactly, and then you still make a 1 credit plus out of it. But right now I'm just drawing cards, and he's getting terrible stuff on the R&D ice.
So the ice gets advanced, so you really see this Wayland ability doing some really good stuff.
Yeah.
FFG, please print this as an actual normal entity. Double downing on the Grifter.
Yes, now it's basically like a one-time magnum opus. Running archives, spending a click, and I get more mileage out of it once I can actually score something or run on any of the normals.
Obama not bad.
Yeah, that was kind of the plan. At the end, I think it didn't work out, but it was worth a try. That's what I like about drafting so much, that you draft cards and say, well, this card is terrible, but maybe I can abuse it somehow.
I'm gonna play it. I always want to play this card and never construct anything. I'm just gonna get it now and see what happens. And we sing, like, I never thought about Grifter and Aesop. That's actually a pretty good thing.
Yeah, it's like the safety net.
Yeah. Could be worse.
And
running on R&D, still no rest there. What?
And I see a Trick of Light. So basically now I got an access, and now at the end of my turn, Grifter will trigger, and then I get just 2 credits for nothing.
But I have to congratulate you for your steel balls, because if I see so many advancement tokens on there, I would expect this to be some Orion or something, or a wormhole.
Yeah, I mean, there's some programs that could be trashed right now.
That's true.
So,
but still, raising Orion for free you would do it. It's a good end to run.
But I have to check R&D anyhow.
Yeah.
And now he tried to rest the root and realized, no, there's some credits not working out there, so he undoes it. And because it's casual, we of course say, sure, no worries.
All right.
He just says he miscalculated something, so he just draws a card.
He wants to do something else, I guess.
And now he sees the Trick of Light, and this is terrible.
Uh-oh. So yeah, Trick of Light in this identity is really good. You get the advancement tokens for free.
This is just adding insult to injury. Not only getting the advancement tokens for free, but then again, after they've been used, scoring stuff.
Money for nothing and checks for free.
Exactly. I mean, I'm just all in on resources, and I really looking for my barrier. Oh, the thing is, I don't have a barrier breaker. That's why Bailiff is so terrible.
Wait a minute, you have no barrier breaker in your entire deck?
Yeah, I saw one Aurora once, and I decided to draw a Code Gate breaker instead, I think.
What?
And
what?
Yeah, I've got Crypsis and Parasite.
Wow.
So Parasite would be good against Bailiff.
All right, running on.
Still
nothing there. He lets you through. Wow.
Yeah, what is that thing on R&D? But well, so now I get some mileage out of the Grifter.
Okay,
so that's okay.
I'm thinking maybe it's a Tyrant.
Well, yeah, I think he will not reset the entire game.
Okay.
But he tells me at the end it is in fact a Tyrant.
Okay.
It's a good guess. But now, yeah, it's Magnum Opus.
Yeah.
And now we see the root res. The root is on fire. And an Eve. Oh man. Now
raising the Eve with the root.
And he still gets the Wayland thing because the root is also a Wayland card. So despite having rested the Eve, and he's using the nice tokens from the King of Servers side tournament.
They're just silver dice, right?
Yeah. It's full metal dice, and they're really heavy and feel like balls of steel. It's awesome.
So it kind of like feels like if you're grabbing your crotch.
Yeah. Well, in miniature format.
Yeah. Of course, it feels much bigger when I grab my crotch. It's just not the mass. It's also
exactly.
Wow. All right. So commercialization on
for 5 credits. Oh, nice.
I like
so he's really right now. He's kind of steamrolling me. I've got no breaker out. I mean, Opus of course provides me with economy, but you see me just drawing cards and
looking for the breakers, I guess, right?
Yeah, and for Parasite, I mean, I want to get into HQ because of Bagat, and because when I have Bagat, I will. If I had more Anna cards installed, I can also. And Trope,
okay.
Trope is okay. And I just run there, which is kind of an Opus, but because it's equivalent at the end, in later turns, my Grifters will.
Multi-threader? Where did you get the multi-threader from?
Yeah, I never used them at all.
Okay,
but, yeah, I just got them because the thing is, the programs and especially the cold gate breakers are so inefficient to use that multi-threader really might help.
But I'm kind of amazed that he doesn't make an attempt to stop your grifters.
Yeah, I mean, if he does, I will just sell them to Azops.
But you can only sell one.
Yeah, and then one gets lost, but still, it's okay. And I get a trope token. I like trope. Trope is cool.
It is a good card. There's only one downside with trope.
Fisk!
Oh!
Yeah.
So yeah, the only downside with trope, you cannot decide to shuffle in less cards.
Yeah. Well,
so sometimes you have you want to see certain cards, but then you have to shuffle in all the cards that you actually don't want to see.
Yeah. Sure gamble. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the idea of my deck was initially, like I said at the beginning, we were already drafting this Mumbad draft on Worlds, and I was completely impressed by Heinzel's runner draft, which used, I think, 4 Fisk or 5 Fisk, and the card we did not see yet, but which is kind of like an Anarch inside job. And this was so brutal. And he was actually decking people with Fisk Investment Seminar. He just, okay, draw 3, and they have only 2 left. And say, okay. So I think
Gravedigger.
And now I think right now my Wyvern ability is on. Because now I've got 3 NR cards installed.
Well, it was on for a while in the beginning. So
because I had all the grifters.
But at the very beginning, I mean. So yeah, if you trash something, then your Wyvern thing will get triggered, and then the Gravedigger gets triggered. So many good things will happen to you. Oh, and
I know. I was just thinking whether
Bagat will trigger it.
Oh no, whether what exactly does Gravedigger say? Do you trash the top card of R&D, or does the Corp trash the top card of R&D? I think it's the Corp.
We're gonna have to look at this up.
Oh, Oaktown.
What? What?
Yes, there's Oaktown.
What?
Come at me, bro, at its best. I've got not a single breaker out, so this will just be a score.
I mean, he has a lot of money, so it's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, and I don't have breakers, and I don't have MU, so even if I were to install breakers now, I would have to trash other cards.
Oh, this is painful.
And now it's Fisk again.
Fisk! Oh!
Now I know where it's Queen, right?
From Flash. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it took me a while to realize. There's my parasite. Now finally the stupid bailiff dies, yes. And I can try to run.
You didn't have to
HQ again.
You didn't have to MU to do this.
No.
Oh, what? You installed a toolbox?
Toolbox.
Toolbox. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Now we discuss whether Wyvern gets activated.
I don't think so.
We ruled it doesn't, because basically
Parasite is passive voice. It gets trashed.
Exactly. It's not I trash a card, but it's just the unknown force. So
somebody
that's what we agreed on.
Yeah.
So no problem there.
All right. So let's see what happens now.
Oh man, he's going to score this.
How did you get the toolbox out?
Well, Opus. And I've got Link, now I've got recurring credits, but there's still no breakers, which is terrible. And
by the way, FFG, we have to do an intervention here. There's already a toy booth, toy box, and toolbox.
Yeah, indeed. And I get a brain dash because I don't have any click left.
So you run an HQ, and that is going to be the
Liberated,
the Victor 1.0.
Yeah, and brain damage for liberated accounts. Well, it's not so terrible because I got the Magnum Opus.
The root is doing some really good work here.
Yeah, he can basically now he's creating 6 credits while advancing the Oakton renovation.
Trick of light.
No, he doesn't, because he's a smart guy. He wants to have the click remaining because he got flooded by Fisk, which was my initial plan to basically tell, okay, now if you advance 3 times, you get so flooded in HQ because
holy crap! Advancing this with root gives you 2 credits basically.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's so brutal. And now he's got 1 click left. He's got 1 click left.
This is a great combo. I never realized that this is possible.
Yeah.
Oh
the
man.
root is great. And you see there's agendas in hand, I see character assassination, and she just installs something else.
Why? Oh, the grifters are gone.
Yeah, I think I sold one with Aesop's and got the other one...
Trashed.
Trashed, yeah. Oh man, and now because he was flooded, that's why he used the Trick of Light to basically gain a click, and this is what he used for protecting HQ.
Because there's a jail in HQ.
That's what I hope with Fisk.
But he's up to 4 points, right?
Yes,
so he's doing well.
Too. Yeah, he's in a good position.
It's almost as he already played
and now
this
this is
before.
so terrible.
Oh.
I can't get him.
And then he also twists the knife by saying he has 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah, adding insult to injury. And I've got, like I said, I've got no barrier breakers, so this is... So
well, you just need to install the Crypsis, everything will be fine. I also like how you have the toolbox, but you actually don't have anything to avoid that can be powered by the toolbox.
That's,
Running archives there?
Yeah, just checking
just making sure, keeping him honest.
Yeah. But yeah, he's in a supreme position. He just needs one more score. He's got 2 eyes left on the remote.
It's gonna be too difficult, yeah.
Terrible.
Terrible.
So, his turn begins.
He enjoys the card that he just drew, but he doesn't need it. But he still enjoys it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Alright, so installing there in the scoring server, I mean, even even an ice wall stops you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
most terrible situation for me.
Bagat,
I just need the credits now because I do have breakers in hand actually.
Bagat's being sold.
But I now have to take educated guesses on.
Do you have you have a breaker on hand?
I have grappling hook, which is not an icebreaker, I think, by definition.
No,
it's just a program. But because I saw that he has a Heimdall, I thought, well, with this I can get in for cheap.
Second click is
I think it's the code
glary eyes.
Striker.
You mean strike?
No, Striker.
Striker?
Striker is the code kit breaker.
Okay.
And I was just trying, okay, let's see. And I've got still 6 credits left, so that's okay. But he's just rezzing a tour guide, and he's got the damn root rest, so I can't break it. It's got one subroutine, and even if it had
you have a Shrike on hand, though.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have the click.
Yeah,
you could install it now, but that's too late. Why didn't you install the Shrike?
Because I didn't know what it was, and it could just have been a code gate. And he scores another character assassination.
GG. I like how you both showing the hands like, oh, there's what I had.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, he really dominated me here. I mean, not having a Barrier Breaker against that deck is kind of terrible.
Marsellus, I'll give you a tip. There is this thing that's called Icebreaker. Like, you want to install this relatively soon.
I was always low on credits. I don't know, I'm complaining about nothing here.
But I'm impressed that you ran 2 grifters, but no icebreakers. Bam! Just rolling it.
Well,
just
I got punished for it, and rightly so.
Alright.
Well, FFOX. Did I mention that we got paired at Worlds in round 1? So basically, we shared a hotel room together, and we flew 3,000 miles to Minneapolis from Germany. And round 1, more or less 300 participants, and we 2 get paired to each other.
That's quite an impressive chance there.
Yeah.
Are you sure they randomized the people that came? Because
I have to hope so.
You probably, when you went in, you applied right after each other, right?
No, I don't know. I think it was later in the queue, but still. It was, well, not what you want to do when you...
Yeah,
but still.
I know that pain. I mean, the same thing happened to me and FOX when we went to Poland, to the Polish Nationals. Of course, a much smaller tournament by a factor of 10 or so. so not quite as crazy, but yeah, I know the pain for sure.
But FFX is a super cool guy, and even though he usually sweeps me, I'm always happy to play against him because the games are always intense and cool, and yeah.
And if you like
he's a great guy.
Yeah, definitely. If you like the intensity of this game, we're going to move on to the next game where we're going to be NBN versus Bzzz. So I hope you will join us next time around when we will hack the planet! Hack the planet!
shit on me.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.